very last question, Lobsang.
Thank you. As Marcy said, Krings has 4 countries, but Marcy said there are 50-some autocratic countries.
Yes.
I think all of them are trying to follow a philosophy or ideology that they want to replace the present world order and follow the Chinese world order. Now, Xi Jinping made it very clear what is Chinese world order. Global Belt and Road Initiative, global security, global development, global civilization initiative. And said in 70 years of Communist Party of China, they have never occupied an inch of foreign land. I'm Tibetan, my Uyghur friends are here, and then Mongolians will all testify that even in the footage, it was not shown that Han Chinese occupied or inhabited areas only 40%. 60% of present day's map of China were inhabited by other people like Tibetans, Uyghurs, and Mongolians, right? So it's an expansionist ideology. And when there's a global security, it means global surveillance. When there's a global development, it means profit of them and loss for others. So I would like, our spokesman person from Taiwan to expand a bit on what is Chinese world order. If it replaces the present world order, how threatening and dangerous it could be for the rest of the world, particularly for Taiwan immediately.
Excellent, thank you.
That's a great question. And I think it really goes down to how clear we are, our clarity in terms of the CCP's intentions. And the CCP, I think, has always made quite clear that, number one, that they intend to take Taiwan back peacefully again, if possible, but by force if necessary. But the second is to engage with the U.S. on equal footing. They see China and the U.S. as dividing spheres of influence in their ideal world scenario. Now, we would easily imagine where, for example, the Pacific would fall under that sphere of influence, where Japan, where Korea, where the Philippines, and Southeast Asia would fall under that sort of plan. So I think we have to take that at face value. As Masi said very clearly, we have to take what these authoritarian leaders say at face value because it's going to be true. And so I think on China, again, there's only one way, really, to keep their ambitions in check, and the only way is to stand together. There simply isn't any other way. The United States can't do it alone. To be honest, you guys are so far away. Taiwan can't do it alone. Korea can't do it alone. Japan can't do it alone. Australia can't do it alone. The only way it's remotely possible is if all of us stand together now rather than 10 years or 15 years later and reminisce about what could have been and what should have been.
I can't think of a better